Inside Out 2 has surpassed Star Wars sequels in Disney's all-time domestic box office chart. The sequel's success eases concerns about Disney Pixar's future, proving Bob Iger's belief in franchises and sequels. Inside Out 2 outperforms other recent Pixar movies, maintaining a strong box office presence despite competition from other sequels. Inside Out 2 has proven to be the surprise Disney Pixar hit that no one expected to do as well as it has. In fact, the animated sequel is proving to be so popular that it has booted one of the Star Wars sequels out of Disney's all-time domestic top 10 list. Considering the struggles of many Pixar movies since the COVID pandemic, Inside Out 2 was expected to do moderately well, but very quickly overtook Dune Part 2 at the top of 2024's worldwide box office chart and blasted past $1 billion. Inside Out 2 has now used the force of feelings and emotions to evict a different force from Disney's list of highest-grossing domestic movies, that being Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. The shift in the chart becomes even more significant when considering that the last time this particular chart changed was 5 years ago when The Rise of Skywalker fought its way into 10th position on the list. Additionally, according to the numbers, Inside Out 2 has also passed a second Star Wars movie, Rogue One, to sit in 9th position. Next on its hit list is 2019's The Lion King, which it will likely pass in the coming days. On a global scale, the sequel has not quite managed to tip itself into the chart, but is still performing well at the box office and could yet pick up enough to climb a little higher in that respect. Regardless, the film's achievements so far have seemingly alleviated fears for the future of Disney's Pixar brand, and proven Disney CEO Bob Iger's belief that the future lies in franchises and sequels. Inside Out 2 has been a record-breaking success from the start. While the last couple of years have seen movies such as Strange World and Lightyear struggle to recoup their budgets during their theatrical runs, Inside Out 2 showed no signs of succumbing to the same fate. While both of those movies found some success on Disney Plus months after their theatrical release, the continued story of Riley and her emotions is likely to hold off a Disney Plus release until it had ensured that every last drop of box office potential has been milked from the movie. Inside Out 2 arrived in cinemas last month, taking $155 million domestically on its opening weekend, and claiming a spot as the second highest opener for an animated movie in history, behind Pixar's The Incredibles from 2003. From that impressive start, the film continued to pack in audiences week after week, and still pulled in $30 million from domestic sales over the weekend, surpassing many newer releases such as A Quiet Place, Day One, and Kevin Costner's epic Horizon, An American Saga, Chapter 1. In the past week, Inside Out 2 finally lost its box office crown to another animated sequel, this time in the form of Illumination's Despicable Me 4, which stormed into theaters just before the July 4th holiday. With cinemas currently being dominated by sequels, and many more such as Deadpool and Wolverine, Beetlejuice, Moana 2, and more arriving in the coming months, it has become increasingly clear that it sometimes takes something familiar to draw people out from their streaming habits and back into cinemas. Inside Out 2 is currently still playing in theaters.